Today, I decided to make an entire color wheel of some of my favorite characters. I will be attempting a color wheel challenge, which means I'll be drawing 12 different characters assigned to one color. By the end of this video, I think my eyes and iPad screen are completely burned through. Getting into this, I thought it would be such a fun idea because it gives me the excuse to draw some of my favorite characters. But I severely underestimated how long this would take, so stay till the end to see how long it really took. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Liberty. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I was going through some of my old art and found an old project I did for an art class like 4 or 5 years ago, and it gave me the idea to do this again, but on a whole new level. Let's get into the first color. First is red, of course, and I chose Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. Starting off strong with a strong character, he was the first person I thought about for red, and I've been wanting to draw him for a while. Going into this first drawing, I knew it would be difficult to be able to pull off his harsh look, but in a simple way, if that makes sense. I didn't realize how specific my style of eyes are until I had to keep reducing the size of his because it kept looking off until I adjusted it a handful of times. But we still have 11 more characters to get through. So that wraps it up for the first color on the wheel. Moving on to red-orange with another antagonist, Makima from Chainsaw Man. For all these drawings, we are doing pretty basic expressions and poses so they can fit well in the wheel. This drawing was really trust the process for me because the rendering did the heavy lifting, and stay tuned throughout the video to see if maybe one of the characters I drew is one of your favorites. Slot number 2 is complete. Moving on to orange, Bakugo from My Hero Academia. First of all, it's obvious that he would take the orange spot. Second of all, why in the past 2-something years everyone is suddenly a fan of My Hero? Like, I was such a nerd for MHA back when I was 10, when it was classified as one of the cringiest animes because of the crappy fan base. One of the things that I would draw in paint back when I was first getting into art was fan art, and most of it was Bakugo. Bakugo was my absolute favorite character and still is one of my tops for sure, and I actually like how this one turned out. Straight into the next one. For yellow, we have Misa Amane from Death Note. I've drawn her in the past a few times as well. When I would only draw anime characters, it was before I came to digital art a long time ago, but I actually did draw her once on here like 3 years ago or something. She had so many cute outfits I wanted to draw, but I decided to just keep the main one that she's known for, and here she is. Moving on to yellow, green, lime, whatever you want to call it. I might have stretched this one a bit. I had 2 different characters I was going to pick between, Rio or Link from The Legend of Zelda. I adore The Legends of Zelda as a whole, and we needed some more variety in this color wheel. Since so far it's just anime characters, we are adding in some game characters. I grew up on Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess on the Nintendo 64 and Wii. Twilight Princess will always be the best Zelda. I do not care what anybody says. 8-year-old Liberty had a bit of an obsession playing it for hours, like every day, and it holds a special nostalgic place in my heart. And the other main character, that's kind of obvious, is coming up from this series as well, but that wraps this one up. For green, we have Deku, or Izuku Midoriya, from My Hero Academia. Choosing what outfit of his to draw just made me realize how many different versions he actually has. I chose one of his last outfits from Season 8 because the anime just ended recently. My Hero actually being over is so wild to think about because I grew up so heavily invested in that show. For this drawing, I went for a softer version of him, and I actually really like how he turned out in my style. adding some more variety with another game character, Kiriko from Overwatch. It sounds so random, but she was the only person I could think of for the green, blue, cyan color. What made me think of her was her ultimate and little fox buddy, so that's exactly why I included the fox. Art block was really hitting me for this one. and I think the final shows it a bit. The fox does the heavy lifting in this drawing. My motivation was down the drain for this one, but I got it done. Going into blue, we have Frieren. I, for the first time, watched Frieren last year, and I fell in love with the anime and Frieren's entire character. I was very excited to draw this one since I've also wanted to draw her for a while too. She's another top favorite of mine, which is what revived my motivation for this challenge. This drawing went by pretty quick, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. Another blue, Aki from Chainsaw Man. It was supposed to be a purplish blue, but I made it work. We have a lot of pairs in this color wheel. Aki is my favorite from Chainsaw Man, so I wanted to include him since I included Makima. Thankfully, his design is really easy, and this was a nice, quick, and simple one, completely unlike the next character. And here's the final. For purple, we have Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact. I've drawn Genshin characters in the past, and if you have as well, you know that every single character design is very detailed. Thankfully, I'm a sucker for that stuff, but it took quite a while. I actually had a completely different sketch initially that I didn't really like, so I scrapped it completely and started over, which is what you're seeing now, of course, and I'm really glad I did. I love playing her, I actually loved drawing her, and the colors were oddly satisfying to render. Going into purplish, pink, whatever, I'm done with these stupid colors. Zelda from The Legend of Zelda. Specifically like Link earlier from Twilight Princess. Out of every Zelda game, this design out of all of hers, in my opinion, is unmatched. I will say though, trying to draw all of the metal details was a bit tedious, and I tried to simplify it a bit. Her hair is low-key different colors in the art and game, so I went for more of a brown than a dark blonde, but that's it for Zelda. Now we have moved on to the final character on our color wheel, another character from Overwatch, Diva. I chose to draw the Overwatch 1 version instead of 2 because, I don't know, I think it just looks better and more iconic. She was actually really fun to draw, but I think that concludes it for all of the drawings. Is the conclusion. After a couple weeks of drawing for hours non-stop every day, I drew all 12 characters to match all 12 colors. This was one of the biggest projects I've ever worked on. I've been waiting to post this and working to make sure this video did the drawings justice. It was very time consuming. Oh yeah, right. But how time consuming? If you didn't already notice, I put the official time of how long I was drawing for each character profile. But now it's time to do the math. All together, drawing all 12 of these characters was roughly 81 hours and 42 minutes. So I think that's a good time to say, if you like this video, please leave a comment of your favorite character that I drew and one of your favorite characters that you would like to see me draw. Because who knows, maybe if there's enough suggestions, I'll make an entire video drawing characters from your comments, and your suggestion could be in that video. If you would like to see what I come up with for my art for next month's video, subscribe, and for more content that you can get more often than just monthly uploads, you can follow my socials on screen, and I hope to see you next month with a new video. Bye! Here's your secret message, world. Thank you for staying to the end. You hold a special place in my heart. I don't think I can rank them, but I'm gonna tell you my top 3 favorites. Literally, I forgot every single person that I drew. Let me look at them again. And I'll tell you my least favorite ones that I drew. I'm not doing top 3. Scratch that. My favorite ones out of, like, my favorite, like, the top 5 is Bakugo, Diva, Raiden, Frieren, and Sukuna. I think those ones turned out the best out of all of them. And my least favorite ones to draw was Kiriko and Makima. At the very end, I was just not happy with how Makima looked, so I had to change it after all the drawings were already finished like 5 times. And I was serious. If you leave a comment, it might be in that video. If I get enough suggestions, I will make that video. But nobody ever comments these days. Okay, I've been talking too much. I will see you later. Goodbye! For real this time.